people who are progressive going, I don't give a damn about the Republican Party, I don't give a damn about the Democratic Party, etc. They're going to vote for the person they feel is the ideal candidate. There were a lot of people who would have voted for Bernie and wanted to vote for Bernie, but he was an independent. And so he had to run for Democrat. Who cares what party someone in? Why isn't it? These are the top 3 candidates available. Bernie, Hillary Clinton, Trump. Okay, I'll vote for Bernie. No, but he's a mega goddess party. Look, I don't care. I don't know what that means, but Bernie's the best, okay? Yes, I brought up Bernie Sanders. And you people who are doing anti-Bernie Sanders, I mean, just please unfriend yourself, for God's sakes, because you supported Bernie Sanders and now you're like, oh, you're focusing on Bernie Sanders. No, we're not. There's a difference between Bernie Sanders, hero worship and respecting the man. What you're doing now is just Bernie anti-hero. You're doing the exact same thing of Bernie anti-worshiping as you are criticizing people who are worshiping Bernie. Those are 2 extremes. But in the middle, it's a respect for Bernie. It's a disrespect for whoever, Tom Perez or Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. There's a disrespect for those people, but there's a natural respect for Bernie Sanders. Yeah, you people who are so anti-Bernie need to take a chill pill, or at least, set your privacy settings on your post to only me. Because no one wants to hear your bullshit, okay? I mean, you guys are like the geek in high school who's like, oh, I know it's gonna be cool to be contrarian. No one's buying your bullshit. Bernie has, before you even had a thought of politics, before you could even spell politics, was universally, before cameras and photos, before anyone knew who Bernie Sanders was being on the right side of history, chaining himself to black people, walking in the civil rights marches, whatever.
He's been saying the exact
same thing. So, I mean, to paraphrase, fuck you. Enough with the anti-Bernie bullshit. It's valid to say, do not worship Bernie. Do not make him a savior. Do not make him a god.
Do not worship anyone.
Do not worship. That's valid. But to take it to this, fuck Bernie, fuck Bernie, fuck Bernie, fuck Tulsi Gabbard, sit your ass down and please get off Facebook because people don't want to hear your bullshit. Done. All right? So know the nuance. You're not intelligent enough to recognize the nuance of worshiping Bernie and respecting him and respecting what he did, which is bring your dumb ass into the movement so you can spend the next 3 months saying how horrible he is.
And,
all right?
And not only that, but he's like affecting everything that every politician is trying to copycat.
Absolutely.
Bernie. The first person to copycat Bernie was Hillary. The second was Donald Trump, and he won.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the DNC messed up. We don't want to get into that. We can go on for days. The DNC messed up by trying to force out the person who was the ideal candidate. So, but just enough with your nonsense. I'm so sick of these Facebook warriors, these social warriors, blah, blah, blah. And progressives are going batshit crazy. Their egos are so out of their freaking minds. It's ridiculous. If you are doing something for yourself, you've missed the entire point of Bernie Sanders movement. And yes, it's called Bernie Sanders movement, not because I'm worshiping Bernie Sanders. It's because the only reason there ever was a movement was because of Bernie Sanders. So get your facts straight, get your nuance straight, and shut the fuck up. The only reason you're here protesting and rallying and doing anything is because Bernie motivated you to do that. So for you to hypocritically come back and say, oh, Bernie ain't shit, Bernie ain't shit. No.
Sell out.
Sell out. You have the right. You have the right to say, oh, I don't agree with him being dementor. I don't think he should be. You can say all this other nonsense, even though an intellectual would realize he would have lost if he ran for third party, but you have that right. What you do not have the right is to rewrite history and say that Bernie is a big piece of shit. Bernie is full of shit. He's kept his word since day one.
People are saying he's a corporate sellout.
Right, he's a corporate sellout. You just, something was in your ear when he said
remotely corporate.
When he said, not me, us. You had something in your ear when he said, I'm going to vote for the Democratic nominee. Hey, I'm going to vote for the Democratic nominee. Hopefully it'll be me. But if it's not me, I'm going to vote for whoever is it, whether it's Hillary Clinton or somebody else. He said, honorably, I'm going to vote for this candidate. And he did. It ended up being Hillary. I'm going to do whatever I can do to make sure Trump is not nominated president. Okay, so because you haven't spent 1 second listening to something that Bernie said day one of his election, that's your fault, not his. Okay, you have a right to criticize his individual positions, etc. But you have no right to get it twisted and say Bernie is some horrible person. That's not Bernie hero worship. That's Bernie fact. Get the hell off of social media until you're ready to be able to communicate through it in a reasonable, rational, and intelligent way.